Good morning. Today on Spotlight, an in-depth conversation with the man who has his finger on the pulse of what makes the heart of Michigan's largest city beat. Eric Larsen, CEO of the Downtown Detroit Partnership, will join me to reflect back on his organization's 100 years of history. He'll also look ahead to the future. It's Sunday, July the 24th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. I know you had a busy week last week. First Lady dropping in kind of by surprise and having to take her to dinner. That's not a bad week.
Well, I wish I was the one that was able to take her to dinner. I just was, able to give her the venue. It was amazing, Chuck. I mean, it was completely unplanned. She came in with the Secretary of Education, stopped at a couple schools and decided she needed to get something to eat before she left, and did that at Park Restaurant in Campus Martius. It was absolutely spectacular to have her. Couldn't have been a more fitting and wonderful surprise to have her drop in.
Great, and not bad promotion for downtown Detroit, and Parks Restaurant and Campus Martius, certainly a showcase piece. 1922, I'm going to take you way, way, way back. You weren't there. I certainly was not there. But at the J.L. Hudson building, there was a meeting, what was then called the Business Property Association. Let's reflect on that. Tell us about that and why that's significant today.
Well, Chuck, first off, both of us have had a long history with this city. And I think the most significant thing that we are finding this year is we turn 100. And so if you go back to 1922 and this group of 13 business folks that got together and we're really thinking about how can we continue to promote and put in and move forward the city in a very productive but also inclusive way, not just in terms of business, but also social issues. Fast forward 100 years later, we now have 60 business folks sitting around a table on a regular basis, thinking about how we can continue to support what is an amazing city, but a city that has obviously at times needed help and at other times flourished without any needs.
But you're going to have a big celebration, I think, on the 24th?
Yes, Chuck. On August 24th in Campus Martius, we're doing an incredible opportunity to celebrate the 100th anniversary. As you said, we have, since 1922, stepped through a number of different, not only entity names, but also initiatives, because as the city has grown and changed, so have the needs. And we've tried to adapt to those needs. That's the best part of this organization. At times, we were much more focused and centered around a membership model. Other times, we were focused around economic development. So if you go to 1988 through 2005, we were focused on the Greater Downtown Partnership, which was a partnership with the city in buying up real estate along Woodward so that we could repurpose and get that real estate that had been dormant into hands of people that wanted to move it forward. And now, in 2005 to present, we've been the Downtown Detroit Partnership, which really has incorporated the Central Business District Association, the Business Property Owners Association, the Downtown Detroit Inc. All of those things have come together under the name of the Downtown Detroit Partnership. And we've expanded into a whole bunch of things that aren't just economic or member. We're now into really thinking about what does the city need? How can we help the public sector move the city forward on both the economic and social issues of our day?
At this given time, would you say that the leadership team that you have for the Downtown Detroit Partnership may be the best ever in terms of understanding the role and the mission of what Downtown Detroit promotion is supposed to be all about?
Well, Chuck, it's a great point. And if I didn't say it was the best leadership team right now, I might have trouble with all of my bosses. So yes, they're absolutely the best leadership team. No, but in all sincerity, you've been at this since 1965 with Spotlight. We've all seen so many different changes and so many different needs. And I think that the partnership reflects, and the leadership within the partnership reflects those needs at those times. And so Cindy Paskey, who is our current board chair, obviously founder and CEO of Strategic Staffing Solutions, Dan Lepp, who is our vice chair, chairman of Blue Cross Blue Shield, have brought a level of stability, have brought a level of access, have brought a level of thoughtfulness to our mission that I think is exactly what we need today. They are incredibly active, they are incredibly giving, and they are very focused on helping us think strategically about what we can be doing as an organization to help move this city forward. Not only do they continue to support the Downtown Detroit Partnership's specific mission, but they also leverage those philanthropic efforts that they're involved in. A great example is Dan and Amy Lepp, backed this very significant initiative for child abuse earlier this spring. We did over 5,000 pinwheels to signify the importance of this subject in Campus Martius and a Big Heart. Channel 7 looked at it every morning from your morning news feed down in that you have into the Campus Martius. And so and Cindy Paskey last night, or actually 2 nights ago, supported a Bring Your Pet to the Park movie night through the Michigan Humane. So again, they're very thoughtful about how they make sure that we're leveraging and linking all of these efforts and making sure that all boats are rising, as opposed to just sort of focusing on one specific effort or task. And that's true, Chuck, with the entire board. I mean, we have, as I said, a board of almost 60 C-suite leaders, and it's leaders that are in the public sector, private sector, philanthropic sector. It's leaders that represent big employment and small employment. We've now reached into the small businesses through our small business outreach. So we really are trying to make sure that we are understanding, listening, and addressing the issues that affect everyone.
All right, we're going to take a quick little pause for the calls. When we come back, I want to pick up and talk to you about the significance of downtown in terms of attracting visitors, but also the significance of it being a neighborhood. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Spotlight, talking to Eric Larsen. He's the CEO of the Downtown Detroit Partnership. Let's pick up on that for a second. Also on your board, you have people like Marvin Beatty. Marvin, I think, is probably one of your longest serving board members, but has always been a strong advocate for diversity in the city of Detroit, but also making sure that they're looking out for downtown as a neighborhood and looking out for neighborhoods that aren't downtown.
That's exactly right. I mean, Marvin is an incredibly shining example of someone that not only has the longevity that you spoke of, not just with our organization, but within the community, but also has really lifted up those voices that sometimes aren't as well represented. And so we've been working very closely with Marvin. We've been working very closely with Bishop Van, not only on our diversity, equity, inclusion efforts, but also how do we make sure that we restore some of what was the soul of Detroit. So you think about Harmony Park, Paradise Valley, there is a significant effort that Marvin is very much a part of in rebirthing that community, that neighborhood within the downtown. And your point about downtown being a neighborhood, we have a series of neighborhoods even within the downtown. You have the neighborhood around Capitol Park, you have the neighborhood around Paradise Valley, you have the neighborhood around Grand Circus. And so what we're trying to do is make sure that as we do these programs and really sort of explore different ways to bring people into the city, that we are able to then leverage those and replicate those in other parts of the city. So many of our board leadership have adopted through the Strategic Neighborhood Fund other neighborhoods and invested in those. And so Dan Lepp, Roger Penske, Sandy Pierce, all of those organizations have adopted neighborhoods to do this work that you're talking about.
Places downtown are now getting national attention and some national awards. How much of an influence does that have in terms of what you're trying to do in terms of the core mission of the DDP?
Yeah, I mean, Chuck, you couldn't make a larger point, because coming out of the pandemic, one of the things that has been most difficult, especially for small businesses, but for the city as a whole, even from the tax collection that ultimately supports city services, has been the level of activity. Workers are not back to their full strength. We dropped to about 23% of the workforce coming into the office on a regular basis. We're now back up to probably closer to 40%, but still significantly off of what our high water mark was. Hotels obviously dropped into the
Sure.
single digits in terms of occupancy. Now obviously are coming back. So as you think about the acknowledgement that the rest of the world is giving Detroit, you mentioned USA Today and the Riverfront. Campus Martius was also in that same group as the top public square 2 years in a row by USA Today. So we have two assets, public assets in the city that USA has lifted up 2 years in a row. We have Time Magazine that just announced the city of Detroit is in the top 50 places within the country to go. So we have people recognizing the foundation and the work that we've done, but the visitors are really important. We have a great partnership with Channel 7. You guys obviously support our tree lighting in the fall. We're a partner on things like the auto show and what that does. But the visitors are really what's also right now driving our return to normalcy. People are coming back. We had over 33 million visitors pre-pandemic. We dropped to about 22 million visitors during the pandemic. We're well on target to exceed the 33 million back this year in 2022. So visitors are driving economic recovery, visitors are driving activity, and quite frankly, it's just healthy to be together.
Public spaces, a lot of money has been invested in the last 10 years. We could go back even a little further, but particularly these last 10 years, we've seen new parks open up, renovation of park areas. What's the plan for the future? How much further are you going in terms of big public spaces where lots of people can gather?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because one of the things that really we did recognize, and we've talked about this, is the importance of public spaces, especially coming out of the pandemic. They were the one place that people could actually safely come together and find some respite and some not only mental relief but physical relief. So they've become incredibly important. And it's not just a city of Detroit phenomenon, it's happening all over the country. You talk about the investment, the Riverfront and the West Riverfront efforts that Mark Wallace is under are going to be significant improvements. We have improvements to Capitol Park. We're in our second phase of changing that, because now we have a 24/7 community around Capitol Park that is utilizing that space to come together. We have residents that are bringing their dinners down and playing chess. We have seniors that are using the park in the surrounding buildings, and then obviously the restaurant and retail business. We have a new master plan that we're undergoing with our friends around Grand Circus Park and the businesses that support Grand Circus Park. That is another effort to continue to promote and evolve the public spaces. And then I think, Chuck, one of the most significant things is during the pandemic, a group of the larger park systems, including the city parks, came together and created a Parks Coalition. That Parks Coalition now is really strategically thinking about public spaces throughout the city. And so as the Joe Louis Greenways continues to get built out, and as Roosevelt Park, which was just announced, just under $7 million investment from the city, all those things are now going to be linked together in a much more strategic way so that we can promote the city and we can promote those that are already here, but those that want to come here in a different way.
All right, need to take a quick little break. We'll be right back with more questions right after this. And we're back on Spotlight. Tell me a little bit about the Downtown Detroit Eats and these business ambassadors, the role that they play.
So in 2014, we launched the Business Improvement Zone. It was actually following Roger Penske, who was a board chair during the Super Bowl. Coming out of that, we wanted to demonstrate the need for clean and safe through a funded program. And so 7 businesses came together, privately funded the activity. In 2014, we made it official, and it's actually now the business improvement zone in downtown Detroit. We're excited because we're expanding those zones and working with some of our neighbors to think about the importance of those. The ambassadors are on the street 24/7, and they're not only just cleaning up, because that obviously is a part of our first perception, but they're welcoming people. They understand the city. They are able to direct people to where they're trying to go. They're also able to assist. We assist over 5,000 people a year in various needs, whether it's just finding a place to go or their car has broken down. We this year have now embedded a professional social worker, because the on the street issues that we have with the homeless population have increased during the pandemic, and we need to respond to that need. So we now have a social worker that is working with the Detroit Police Department to really think about how do we make sure that we're getting them to the services that they so desperately need. And as you said, I mean, the Street Eats is the largest program. We have almost 100 different food trucks that we rotate through on a daily basis in the core of the city. And then we also help others find those food trucks for their events. And so the Street Eats is a huge program. It's one of over 2,000 free programs that we activate throughout the downtown. Yeah, and then on top of it, Chuck, we've got some really exciting things coming. We obviously have the 2004 draft coming. We have
going to be huge.
Grand Prix. We have the Grand Prix, which we are honored to be the fiduciary for, with the Penske organization and Chevy coming back to the streets of Detroit. So there's just a lot of activity, a lot of things that we can continue to build on. And I think, as long as we make sure we're listening to those voices that maybe sometimes aren't best heard, we're doing a good job.
Eric, perhaps maybe one of the biggest challenges, and I know that you all have talked about it and have addressed it in various ways, but give us some point of view of where you see it going. The vibrancy for downtowns anywhere are young people coming to visit, young people living in that area. But if there's also a challenge as more and more people come, then on the real estate side, and you can talk about this because you're a realtor in your real life, is trying to control those rents so that young people who may be in the first 5 years of their jobs can still afford to live in a popular area. And when it comes time for their lease to come up and they get ready to renew, that somebody doesn't go up, a ridiculous amount. I mean, heard a case the other day where young people, early 30s, what have you, they wanted to go up $500 in 1 year on their rent. And, if you've been working for 30 years, that may not shock you, but if you're a young person, that can make you say, okay, I'm leaving downtown.
That's exactly right. And it's happening across the country. I mean, rents, and I think it will only accelerate as interest rates rise and people are trying to conserve their equity and not being able to buy a home because of the payment structure. They'll look to conserve equity and rent. And so rents will continue to creep up. The city of Detroit, the mayor's administration have done a really good job of making sure that new development is encouraged and has a component of affordable. I did the corner in Corktown, 111 units. Of that, we had a significant portion that were affordable. We also, Chuck, weren't required to do this, but we had over 60% of our retail space at below market in order to attract small businesses. So half of what would a market rate be, so that we could make sure that we were supporting those small businesses, which isn't a residential issue, but it is an equal problem as rents rise. So I think the administration is doing a great job of making sure that there is an understanding and an encouragement. Other organizations like Roxbury have made conscious decisions as some of the federal tax programs have expired to keep the low-income housing in place and renew that as opposed to transition to market rate. So as a community, I think we recognize that Detroit needs to continue to be affordable. It needs to be able to attract income levels of all levels. And I think we will continue to have product. The other thing that I think is really interesting, Chuck, and we don't have time to get into this, is as the office demand changes, we'll have opportunities to repurpose that space into things that potentially could be more affordable residential because of the cost structure of that older building. And so you're not competing with new construction costs. You are able to repurpose something that has maybe a lower cost basis. And so I think those kinds of programs we'll continue to focus on as the partnership. We'll continue to make sure that we're driving affordability. But, Detroit and the Midwest, that is one of the unique aspects. If you look at either of the coasts, they're priced out with the ability to work remotely, with the ability to have a quality of life that the Midwest provides. And if you have the cost structure, both in terms of, not only your occupancy costs, but your overall wage rates, I think we compete really well.
All right, one more break. I promise we come right back, and I promise there'll be one final question. We'll be right back, looking ahead to the future. We'll be right back. Eric Larsen, I think back to people like Diane Edgecombe in my early days here, strong advocate for the city up under Coleman Young's administration, when she and he and others were saying what they want downtown to be. As you look ahead to the next 100 years, what do you see? Look in your crystal ball.
I want Detroit to be Detroit. I don't want to chase some other city. I don't want to chase some other dream. I think we have an authenticity, we have a realness, and we have an ability to attract quality talent and quality people. And that's what we want to continue to support. That's what we want to continue to move forward. And quite frankly, the city of Detroit has so much to offer, and we will be able to build on that through a whole host of different things that you're going to see coming, not only in the next 100 years, but more importantly, in the next few years.
All right, Eric Larsen, thanks so much for spending this length of time with us today on Spotlight. Congratulations on your 100th anniversary. Big celebration coming up on August the 24th. Tickets are available, and you can just go to the DDP website, and all the information is right there. I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the Spotlight. We hope you have a great week.